I have read somewhere that classic is a book that has never finished saying what it has to say. And I agree with it. Doesn't matter how many times you read any classic, you will find something new every time you read. That's amazing. Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. Today I am here with the fourth video of the series of the videos from Penguin's Little Black Classic Collection. Today we have 3 books to discuss, so let's start it. The first book is The Wife of Bath by Geoffrey Chaucer. The second is The Fall of Icarus by Ovid. And the third, The Terrors of the Night by Thomas Nash. We'll start with The Wife of Bath by Geoffrey Chaucer. And the best line from the book on the first page is, "Those husbands that I had, 3 of them were good and 2 were bad. The 3 of them that I called good were rich and old." The Wife of Bath is taken from the Canterbury Tales by Geoffrey Chaucer. The Canterbury Tales consist of the stories related to 29 pilgrims on their way to St. Thomas Becket's shrine in Canterbury. Harry Bailey, the host, has proposed a scheme that every pilgrim has to narrate 2 stories on their way to the Canterbury and 2 more when they come back. And this, The Wife of Bath, is one of the 24 stories that is told in the Canterbury Tales. Before telling her story, The Wife of Bath begins with a lengthy prologue condemning celibacy and a last account of 5 marriages. Her story is perhaps most well known because of this prologue. The story revolves around a knight who has been accused for rape, but his life will be spared if he can figure out what women want in a year. He eventually turns to an obnoxious old witch who promises him the answer that will save his life if he does the first thing she asks. The witch demands that the knight marry her after the answer that woman desires sovereignty over man is accepted in the court. She asked him in bed if he would prefer her to be faithful but ugly or beautiful but unfaithful. He insists on her making the decision. Her youth and beauty are restored as a result of her surrender of her mastery, and they live happily ever after. The story is based on the Arthurian romance, The Wedding of Sir Gawain and Dame Ragnall, and is similar to one of John Gower's Confessio Amantis tale from the 14th century. The second book is The Terrors of the Night by Thomas Nash, and line from the first page is dreaming of beers or fire or water. Thomas Nash's small book is skeptic's account of dreams and apparitions. Nash dismisses such night terrors as a result of superstition, melancholy, or imaginations. He writes, "A dream is nothing else but a babbling scum of froth of the fancy, which the day hath left undigested, or an after feast made of the fragments of idle imaginations." There were the concerns about the nature and the interpretation of the dream during the time of Elizabethan period. People began to doubt the accuracy of deducing meaning from dreams, and even whether dreams could be prophetic at all. There were also many questions about whether dreams were supernatural or if they come from dreamers. Were they angelic
or demonic?
Where did they come from? The soul, the mind, or the body? Wait. Okay, if you are still watching this video, then I will assume that you are liking it. Thank you. Few things that I want to tell you. I have put 2 links in the description box. One is for Ko-fi and the other is for Patreon. If you do not know what they are, then let me tell you quickly about them. Ko-fi and Patreons are 2 platforms that allows people to donate to creators just like me. And if I get anything from there, I will use the money to buy some books and some tools that might be helpful to improve the quality of my videos. And one more thing, if you are new here, then consider to subscribe to my channel. The third book is The Fall of Icarus, and the best line on the first page of this book is, "Drawn on by his eagerness for the open sky, he left his kite and soared upwards." The story of Icarus is one of those Greek mythology legends that fascinates audience, particularly because the characters desire to go beyond the human limits, as well as the tragic consequences that this resulted in. Icarus is best known as a flyer who fell from the sky when he went too close to the sun and his waxed wings melted. Daedalus is a brilliant inventor, a modern-day Thomas Edison. Regrettably, he enrages King Minos, the ruler of the island of Crete. Daedalus, desperate to get off the island, uses wax to make wings for himself and his son Icarus. Daedalus wants his son to fly at a medium altitude because the seawater will dampen his wings and the sun will melt them. For a time, Icarus pays attention to his father's advice, but after some time, he becomes arrogant. He is having so much fun in flying that he forgets the advice that his father gave him, and he flies so close to the sun and his wings melt and he falls down in the sea. The death of Daedalus' son is obviously devastating, but the show must go on. It continues on to the Sicily. He mourns there for his son, and then he made the temple in memory of his son, the Apollo temple. So guys, these were the 3 books that I read from Penguin's Little Classic collection. There's so many amazing books in this collection. I will surely come up with one more video for this Penguin series. Goodbye.